Respectfully, fuck what you had to say. Like, this is me, this is who I am, this is how I'm gonna dress.
F what they think, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be me regardless. So, So my first girlfriend, right?
And I knew we wasn't gonna be together. Like, she liked boys, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she liked me, so.
Yeah.
She was bad.
Not one of those.
Turns out she was bisexual, and she ended up leaving me because she figured out that she's not actually gay. So it was like, damn, I should have stayed with Shorty. We are here with another episode of the Real Love Podcast. Today we are here with two special guests.
Yes, sir. You already know what it is. Ciara on all platforms, entrepreneur, educator, survivor, all of that good stuff. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Let's go.
What up? It's Lexx the Don _ Lexx the Don on all social platforms. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Right. Like, it's to each his own. Like, I listen, you could do whatever you want to do. Like, I'm never the type to judge people. I'm just trying to, I'm just genuinely curious on, because it's a community that we are in, so I'm just genuinely curious on what this is. I didn't even know it was a thing, but hey, y'all let me know if I need to know something I don't know.
That should be a disclaimer. We ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings.
Yeah.
Right.
We just curious.
I'm right. Exactly.
We all for the community.
Right, but either way, I could please live however you want to live.
Sure.
Yeah.
What made you become a stud?
I guess I've always been a stud. It's always been who I was. I just had to accept that and not live in how other people expect me to act and look and do and feel, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think I've always been a tomboy. I think growing up, it's crazy. I never used to wearing bras. Growing up, I was I'm talking about before I had a chest, that young. I felt uncomfortable for some reason. I don't know. It's just even down to I never to wear dresses or skirts. I was always a pants person. And so I don't know. I've always been that type of I've always had some type of masculine energy to me. It's not I picked that up from somebody. I didn't copy nothing or anything like that. It's just how I am, I've always been into gaming, for example. I've always been into playing sports, small sports and stuff like that, just being active all the time. To this day, I can't really describe how it came to be, but I just know one day I was I don't like wearing these type of clothes. I just felt more free and more myself and more comfortable within I guess quote unquote men's clothing or boys clothing. I just never felt I don't know, I just felt weird in a dress. I didn't like my too much of my stuff being out. I don't like people looking at me in that type of way, you know what I'm saying? So I was always chill, I was so turned when I had my first haircut. I was y'all finally got that light I've always wanted. I was turned, I was so turned. I was laughing back, bad bitches, Yo, it was crazy.
I was the same way. My whole life, I've mostly been considered a tomboy. Yeah. I would more be comfortable in pants. I never liked wearing skirts because back then, for my school, we had to wear a uniform. So it was either between the girls wearing skirts and the boys wearing pants. And I'm the one girl wearing the pants.
At least you had that option, though. Yeah. I didn't have that option growing up to wear pants. I had to wear a dress.
You sagging it or you
No, it was one of those dresses that attached. It was like a dress. It was
tight.
The romper type thing. I think I know exactly
So you had the white polo, and you had to wear that dumb shit. Oh my god, can't even remember wearing pants. I don't even think my mom. My parents even thought to give me the pants version. I don't know why, but I was miserable in that long ass dress. I feel I was in I don't know. It was not fun.
I swear, I was mad.
It was not fun at all.
I was mad, insecure and just uncomfortable during my beginning stages because I didn't really know what I wanted, what I felt comfortable in until I started venturing out to buying boxers and the tank tops and the sports bras because, I hated the regular bras, too.
Yeah, it was the wire. I hate it to this day. I don't like no wired bras, to this day. I can't do it, bro.
In terms of, dressing and stuff like that, Billie Eilish has said something nice. Obviously, this is me seeing it, years after accepting who I am and knowing who I am. But she said it, she was when you wear girl clothes, they get to sexualize you. You get to say, oh, your ass is fat and shit like that. And I get I'm still a girl at the end of the day, but don't sexualize me. I don't like that kind of stuff. And then baggy clothes and then boy clothes, you can't see You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can't sexualize me if you can't see something to sexualize.
Right.
What changed for you from like being feminine to like switching up to more masculine?
I'm not giving a fuck about what my mom had to say.
That too.
My mom is real, like, well, my family, like, my mom's side of the family is real Caribbean. Me accepting who I was and not living in her denial anymore made it so much easier. Because it's like, man, respectfully, fuck what you had to say. Like, this is me, this is who I am, this is how I'm going to dress. And when I came out, everybody fucking knew but me. It was like I was coming out and niggas was like, okay, nigga, like, we knew this. Like, you came out, but like, Lexx, like, come the fuck on. So, like, really sitting back and be like, damn, like, my mom really had me in this world of, like, that's not who you are. And I had to really, like, be like, no, like, fuck out of here. Like, me and my mom, going into college, we didn't talk my first, like, year of college because, like, bro, you only get one of me. So it's like, if you can accept me for who I am, like, I don't. Like, I'm cool off of you. And it took her a minute to, like, accept the fact that, like, okay, this is her. And I feel like she always knew, but it was, again, that denial stage. But, like, once I left and I didn't come back and I didn't need her support in that way, it was like, damn, like, I gotta make a change and I gotta do it fast. So just accepting myself and not living in her denial and fucking with, like, fuck what you had to say was like, it made it a lot easier.
Definitely, like, not caring about what other people think, starting with, like, your parents, like, whoever raised you. I feel like that definitely made me feel more comfortable, especially experimenting, like, the type of person that I knew I wanted to become, or the person that I knew I wanted to be. And it did get to a point where my mother thought that it was a phase. And what's crazy is, like, I came out twice when I came out to my mom. I first came out as bisexual only because when I first came out, my mom, she was like, oh, but you like boys more, right? So I had to, like, I was scared to fully say, like, I was fully gay. Like, I know for sure that I didn't like boys at all. But I just said it because, like, just to say it. Like, I was scared.
To make her feel better, like, please a little bit.
Right, exactly. And so, of course, she was not okay with me dressing masculine at first. Like, even after she, like, I guess accepted that I liked the girls, it was now, like, she wanted me to be, like, a feminine gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? She wanted me to be a masculine gay. She didn't want me to get a haircut and wear boxer.
To be a boy.
Right, like, she didn't want that. She didn't want that. She didn't want that. And so it got to a point where I was like, I'd rather, like, I chose my happiness over anybody in that type of situation. Like, like, I remember we got into a huge argument, like, freshman year before I went off to college. And I love going to college because it definitely helped me become who I was. Also, just having that space alone. But we had a huge argument, and one of those arguments was, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna go throw away all your clothes and I'm gonna buy you a new set of clothes, like, on some toxic shit. But and at that point, I was willing to be, like, homeless, and I was willing to get kicked out just to be who I am. Like, I just could not fathom to sit there and, like, put on a dress when I don't want to just to satisfy my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, I'm willing to be isolated. I'm willing to have no friends, no family, no nothing, just to be who I am, because that is the only type of happiness a part of who I am. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's making that realization of, like, F what everybody thinks. Like, even starting to the people who raised you, the people who are you consider your blood. F what they think, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be me regardless. And I think having that mindset just also made me more confident in going to school, or having more confidence in just being in public. And because I've met a lot of people, especially in college, who they were kind of like on the DL, like they were like femmes, like on a DL, man. They were kind of like scared to be themselves because of their parents. Like, oh, my parents are gonna disown me if they found out I'm talking to a girl, or this, that, and the third. I'm just like, when you gonna stop living for other people? You know what I'm saying? To connect to that is having that realization of, like, I'm gonna be me regardless. That just helped me flourish into anybody that I want to be. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with that. I started off, like, when I was straight, I was starting to figure out, like, these niggas not really cutting it for me. Like, it's something not really given right now. Like, I don't know. So I wanted to venture out. I had attraction for girls when I was, like, in elementary, middle school. Right. I tried to test that water out, and I was vibing with that more. So that's when I switched to saying that I was bisexual. And then with that, I was in, like, high school area. I came out, but it's like everybody knew. Everybody knew. It's like everybody knew besides me that I was gay the whole time. So when I told everybody, they weren't really shocked. When I told my mom, she even said that she knew. Like, I'm over here writing a whole paragraph to the lady, and she's like, girl, I knew. But yes, starting off too, she was very in denial over it. She did not agree with it. She didn't know. I just feel like she just didn't know how to go forward with life knowing that her one and only daughter is now gay. And it's like, gay doesn't mean that I'm a man. Gay doesn't mean that my personality changes or anything like that. I'm still the same person. So, yeah, my biggest thing with coming out was being scared that I was going to be disowned by my family. So it was really hard for me to come out to those people.
Yeah.
So whenever I was around family, I would always just, like, hide my true self. I would always have a hoodie on. Like, I don't want them to know. And then they cut me off and they never invite me to their house or whatever. So, yeah, it was really hard for me to come out to family-wise, but for friends, that was also hard, but I got over it because it's like they already knew, truthfully. But I feel like family, they were more in denial over it. Like, they knew, but they just didn't want to accept it yet.
I feel like for me, it was also easier for me to say, like, okay, F what my family thinks, because I didn't grow up around my family. Mm-hmm. I didn't grow up in a big family.
Yeah.
So it was mostly, like, just me, my mom, my sister type of thing, like, all the time. And so not being close to my immediate family, of course, you know, I don't care about what you think. Like, I'm already distant. I already don't really, you know, see you. So it's like, why would I care about you disowning me if you don't even know who I am as a person? So it's like, I can't really, like, why am I gonna get mad and you don't even know, like, who Ciara is besides, like, my sexuality? Because my sexuality is not my personality. It's not. Like, that's why, like, I went through that phase of putting the rainbow in my bio and stuff like that. You know, listen, kudos to people who do that. Like, that's whatever you want to do. But me personally, I feel like you could look at me and tell that off rip that I'm gay, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just, like, I try not to make that my personality, like, oh, hello everybody, I'm gay, by the way, like, you know what I'm saying? So I want you to know who I am first and then figure that out later if you have questions, you know what I'm saying? Right. But at the end of the day, it's definitely on that particular topic on, like, it being easier to come out to people and having acceptance is just, I'm just used to just doing my own thing, so I think that also helped.
Right. My biggest struggle was just not being in my head about it, not thinking about what other people are gonna think about me being gay. That was just my hardest part. But once I started doing more research, like I said, being on YouTube, looking at other content creators, seeing how they are able to just be themselves, like, they don't have to hide anything. Mm-hmm. And they live a life. Like, there's no worries with it. So I was like, I could do it too. Like, it's no pressure with that.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about, like, hearing it's just a phase?
Obviously, it wasn't.
I'm sorry. It's like, I knew in my soul that this is not a phase. Like, this is me.
I was like, huh? Phase? I always say being straight was the phase. Like, because that didn't last long at all. I just acted like things that I saw, but that wasn't me, you know?
Same.
So, yeah, I used to hate that word. I'm like, phase. That's why I hear other people say it be pissing me off. I'm like, why are you telling other people that what the season that they're in is a phase? Like, I don't know. I guess when you have, like, when you're a parent, I guess a lot of parents, they just think that they know their child 100% to where they can, like, predict their future in a way.
It wasn't no phase. I kissed the girl and never went back.
So. Swear to God.
Facts. You want to go first?
Keep it short, keep it sweet.
Oh, she keeping it short.
I ain't gonna lie.
I need some water from getting myself into.
Looking back now, the age that I am now, and, like, you know what I went through, she wasn't that bad. But I think the biggest toll and, like, okay, the biggest effect that I had with my first girlfriend was having to let her go, was to being like, okay, we're done, we're never doing this again. But
hard as fuck. That first breakup, you hard,
nigga,
girl.
couldn't eat. What? Couldn't eat. Couldn't eat. Had the baddest girls, like, yo, Lexx. Nah, bro, I can't. Like, I'm not even in that headspace. So, like, having to let her go, having to be like, okay, I can never talk to you again. Like, this is what it is. Yeah, nah. That, I don't want to feel that shit ever again.
Yeah. Listen, let's keep in mind, this was my first relationship, okay? So, like, I can admit that the person that I am now, it took a lot, right? It took a lot of maturing, growing up to do, etc., right? So, So my first girlfriend, right? This is crazy. Yo. Oh my God, this is exclusive right here. It's exclusive.
We listen, don't judge. Don't listen, don't judge.
I mean, listen, don't judge. Okay. So she was long distance. She was like a childhood friend, but then she ended up being long distance because, I had moved, I switched states or whatever. We was talking for like a year, but around that time, like, I think I was like 15, probably like 15, 16 probably. And at the time, like, I didn't have a car. So that whole entire relationship, it was just like online type of thing. And so that's where temptation came in, you know what I'm saying? So I remember meeting this one girl, long story short, it was like a after school program type of situation, and I don't know, I started feeling her. I don't know if you guys experienced this, but like when you like freshly come out as like gay, as a stud, it's like for some reason, how do I put this? I don't want to say like the hoes be coming, but like you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
now you got to target.
But also it's like other girls be coming up to you too. It's like, oh, like they see that you're obviously gay, so they try to like flirt with you, fuck with you, or whatever. And it's like my first experience of a girl like flirting with me or interacting with me, I was like, oh, like I like this.
Ego a little
bit. Exactly. Like, but it was also like, okay, in person. So I was like, this is my first like in person like connection with like a girl. So I was like, oh, this is different. And so it kind of made me forget about shawty that I was talking to like long distance. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds bad. I know it sounds bad.
No, it's understandable.
Yeah, like of course the person that I am now would have like deaded that shit like, oh, like we can't be together, like I'm not feeling the long distance. Well, the me right now, I wouldn't do long distance. I already, after many long distance relationships that did not work out, I'm like, this is not like, I don't like this. Yeah. Right. I ended up cheating, obviously. I cheated on the girl long distance, and I felt extremely bad because she was a really sweet girl, and it was completely wrong for me to do, and I felt so bad. I was messy too. I even asked the girl like, yo, I'm thinking about taking this girl to the dance with me or some shit like that, the prom or something like that. I know it was messy. I know it was messy. I know. I don't know why I thought she was gonna like go along with it, but it was like, okay, well, you like in a different state type of thing. I guess like I said, I was immature and I didn't really like, I guess, express myself or communicate that better, but it was like, okay, well, I got this girl right here feeling me, she want to do bop bop bam boom, but I'm just stuck on FaceTime with this other girl, you know what I'm saying? So it's different. I told the girl we was talking to online or whatever, I told her that me and that other girl kissed or whatever, and she felt extremely like she broke up with me. Yeah. She broke up with me. Damn. And I don't know why I felt so brokenhearted from that. Like I didn't knew like I was wrong for that. Like I was like, oh my gosh.
I mean, you cared a little bit.
I did care. I think, of course, I knew I was wrong, and I regretted it, like, kind of like after, but the only reason why I ended up getting into a relationship with that girl that I kind of like cheated on her with, because I did rebound those feelings, like, no lie. Like, I did feel some type of heartbreak from that situation, like, damn, like, I really messed it up with her. Like, she was a good person to me. She put up with a lot of stuff that I would say or do. Like, I was toxic. Like, Like, she would be around dudes, and I'm like, yo, who's that? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be, like, accusing her of doing stuff like da-da-da, but then I'm over here doing my dirt on my end, you know what I'm saying? I never cheated with anybody after that situation because I felt extremely bad. Like I was like the way she described how much I hurt her, I was like, oh my gosh. Like I was so selfish at the time that I wasn't thinking about her feelings. I was just thinking about me. And so boom, I got into a relationship with that person that I cheated on her with, and that girl was extremely toxic. Like I definitely like, I had my medicine really well with that one. Yeah, I did. When I'm with somebody, I'm like, okay, well, I'm trying to do better this time. Like, I ain't trying to cheat no more. I'm like, okay, now I'm actually, I'm for her, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to be there for her. But in a way, I was kind of like pouring too much of myself into her without even knowing it, because I felt so bad about how I handled the first situation. I don't know. Of course, after those first two relationships, I had more toxic relationships after that. Because, when you... It's like when you know what I'm saying, when you're growing, you're maturing, you're dating, you're gonna fall into like situations where people are gonna like reveal things about yourself that you need to like learn about yourself. And that's why, when I look back on all of my relationships in general, I just, I don't go about it as, oh, this person fucked up or this person was wrong, this person that. I would just see it as I needed to be in a relationship and I needed to leave that relationship for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if I didn't go through the series of toxic relationships or the relationships where I saw myself being the toxic person, then, you know, I would have been in the helpful relationship that I am now. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. My first girlfriend was in high school. I feel like during that time, it just kind of wraps into my next topic of like being queer and like figuring out your type. I feel like in high school, I was still figuring out the types of girls that I would be interested in. Obviously, I would want femmes, but like, how would I want them to act? How do I want them to look? You know, how just personality wise. So I just feel like, and no disrespect whatsoever, but like, I don't know, I feel like I just kind of went towards the first girl who really gave me the time of day. The first girl who gave me the attention and showed that she had interest for me. I immediately said, yeah, okay, let's get in a relationship. Let's give this a shot. So it's like, same for me. She was a great girlfriend. There was nothing like bad with her. I was just definitely toxic and still figuring myself out, and I obviously feel bad for putting her through all of the shit that I put her through, because I was also like, I had my eyes on other girls, you know. Yeah, so I ended up breaking up with her and dating one of my other friends. Like, we all in the same class. Turns out I left that girl, my first girlfriend, for the second girl, and it turns out she was bisexual, and she ended up leaving me because she figured out that she's not actually gay. So it was like, damn, I should have stayed with Shorty. But yeah, the whole situation just showed me that, damn, I gotta act right. Like, I'm low-key toxic. Like, I gotta do better. These girls, they deserve better.
I talked to this one shorty in college, and I knew we wasn't gonna be together. Like, she liked boys, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she liked me, so...
Yeah.
She was bad.
Not one of those. Oh, I'm gay for you, Lexx. For you, Lexx. I'm gay for you.
She was. She was.
Swear to God.
And I think my ego was just like, fuck with that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Cool. Yeah, once I found the second girl, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to like the bad bitches. Like, I need the bad bitches coming my way now. Like, I'm feeling myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think college definitely helped me with that.
Yeah.
I definitely experienced a lot of different,
facts,
a lot of different nationalities, you know, in college, you know. And I don't necessarily have, like, a specific type. Like, you have to have certain traits about yourself. But as far as, like, physicality, like, I don't really have, like, a specific type. Because when I was experimenting, I dated all races. Like, I experimented all races. Like, it's whoever I felt attracted to, whoever I felt like they were cute type of thing. But as far as, like, having a specific type, like, I don't know. I was just dipping my hands in anything. I was like, hey, shit, you trying to, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I fall in love with, like, that's a strong word. I like a demeanor. I like how a girl carries herself. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like you carry yourself. Now, I feel like, you know, I like your demeanor. And if you carry yourself a nice way, you carry yourself a nice way.
Yeah.
Me back then, like you said, like, pretty. That's that used to be my biggest problem. I had to fall out of that. Like, even though she's pretty, like, she can be pretty, but over there, like, let her stay pretty.
Yeah, because sometimes the looks get you in trouble, man.
And I used to be down for the in trouble every time.
Me too, but it don't work out. It's not fun long term. So
It's not.
I had to settle.